Alright, what's up, guys? Yeah.
Alright, what's up, guys? You ever hit up one of those fancy restaurants where the food looks amazing, but you're still hungry after? Yeah, same. Today, we're gonna break down why you are paying so much for such tiny portions and how this whole luxury dining thing even started. Spoiler. It's a lot more than just the food. Let's get into it. So, part one. How did this even happen? I gotta ask, what's up with fancy restaurant giving you like a few bites of food for a whole paycheck? I mean,
Look at this.
this tiny steak I had last night was like so small.
I knew you'd bring this up. But yeah, it's wild at first. So here's the thing. It's not just about stuffing your face when it comes to this place. It's all about the vibe and the experience.
Yeah, but how did we get to the point where a single spoonful of food cost more than a whole meal at a normal spot?
Right. Picture this. Back in the day, we're talking post-French Revolution, right? A bunch of these super skilled private chiefs lost their fancy aristocratic jobs because, well, the revolution took out the people they worked for. So what did they do? They start opening restaurants to show off their cooking skill to the public.
So wait, so these guys went from cooking for kings to cooking for rich people in restaurants?
Exactly. But they weren't gonna just throw some giant platter of food at you. No way. They kept that fancy style going, so the portions were small but super detailed. You were supposed to savor every bite, not just chow down.
So where it started? Fancy chefs making fancy small dishes?
They were feeding the rich and making a whole art from out of it. They weren't creating a vibe where you weren't just eating food, you were experiencing it.
And people just went along with that?
Well, yeah, if you could afford it. These people weren't looking for a big portion. They wanted something exclusive, something different. And that's what these chefs gave them.
Part 2. Why small portions? But still don't get why the portions are so tiny. I mean, if I'm paying top dollar, I at least wanna feel full, right?
See,
That's where you're missing the point.
these plates aren't about filling you up. They're about giving you a little taste of the best stuff money can buy. It's more about quality than quantity. Think about it. Would you rather have a mountain of okay food or a few bites of something that blows your mind?
I kinda want both. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's all about the quality of the ingredients.
Exactly. They're working with this top tier stuff. Rare ingredients, super fresh, sometimes hard to get, or super expensive to produce, like truffles or wagyu beef. If they gave you half portion of that, the price would be through the roof.
Oh, so that's why it's expensive, even though it's tiny. It's not about how much food is on the plate, but about what's in the food.
Plus, spend hours perfecting every day the whole deal. You're paying for art on a plate, not just calories.
Part 3. Who is paying for this? So I get it's fancy, but who is actually out here paying hundreds for like 3 bites of food?
Oh, the usual suspect, wealthy people, celebrities, foodies, anyone who's into exclusive experience. These restaurants are designed for people who want to flex their status. It's like, yeah, I just had a $200 tasting menu at that new Michelin star spot. You're paying for the food and the bragging rights.
So it's more about saying you've been to the restaurant than the actual meat itself.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. The food is usually amazing, but the experience is just as important. It's all about the story you get to tell afterward. Oh, I tried this. That's super rare. Or this was made by a famous chef who trained in France.
Oh, it's kind of wearing designer clothes then. You're paying for the brand as much as the fabric.
Exactly.
The name of the chef and restaurant is a part of what you're paying for. You're stepping into the inclusive world and you won't ever want to know about it.
Right. So it's so started in the fancy French kitchens. But how did it spread? Why is have a luxury restaurant like this now?
Well, fine dining really took off in France and spread throughout Europe, especially after the French Revolution. By the time we hit the early 20th century, you've got the rise of haute cuisine, basically. Fancy food taken to the next level. Chefs were competing to make their dishes more elegant, more creative, and more expensive.
So it's been around for a while, but it just got more popular.
Pretty much. And then boom, Michelin comes along as giving stars to the top restaurant. Getting even one Michelin star is like winning the food lottery. Every chef dreams of that because it brings in huge attention.
Oh, so once Michelin starts ranking restaurants, chefs go all out to impress and keep those stars, right?
Yeah, that's where you got those tiny, perfectly flat portions. It's all about the presentation, the flavors, and making every dish look like it belongs in a museum.
Part 5. Is it changing now? So, this tiny portion, big price thing, has it always been like that or is it evolving?
Oh, it's changing for sure. These days, a lot of luxury restaurants are focused on sustainability and seasonal ingredients. You've got farm to able spots, plant-based fine dining. It's not just about luxury anymore. It's about being environmentally responsible and using local ingredients.
Oh, so now they try to be fancy and eco-friendly.
Exactly. You can still get your tiny portion, but now they'll tell you how the veggies come from a local organic farm or how they're using zero waste practice. Fancy restaurants are adapting to what's trending, how people care more about sustainability these days.
That's cool. I guess it's still fancy, but with a purpose.
Exactly. It's still about the experience. But now there's a bigger emphasis on where the food comes from and how it's made.
Okay. Part 6. Fun fact time. Okay, before we wrap this up, hit me with a fun fact. What's something about luxury dining that I wouldn't expect?
Oh, I got you.
Did you know that some of the earliest forms of fine dining were actually feasts?
Hmm?
Like back in the day, fancy banquets were huge and they served dish after dish. It was all about excess back then.
Wait, so Fine dining used to be all you can eat. What happened?
Yeah, get off. But as they start refining their technique, they realized they could make a bigger impact with smaller, more detailed course instead of a massive feast. They focus on making each dish perfect. So we've got the testing menus we see today.
Wow, that's a huge shift from feast until you drop to savor every bite.
Exactly. It's all about creating a unique experience that stay with you long after the meal is over. That's what fine dining is all about.
Man, I had no idea there was this much history and thought behind those tiny plates. I guess next time I drop serious cash on a bite of food, I'd appreciate more.
Just think of it as eating a little piece of history.
And of part
Sayangnya aku nggak tahu cok ini.